today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos, and if you see anything that you like, just hit share. Don't be scared. Just do it. It's the right thing to do. Like, if you enjoyed it, if you got something out of it, if you felt there was a message that you could share, or you wish other people have heard it, then share it on your page so that they can. Please and thank you. So yeah, y'all see my little hang time? Oh damn, I had wrapped it up. It was hanging down a little bit. Now I wrapped it up for work, trying to be professional. So y'all, today I had a family meeting last week, and I wasn't going to bring it into this, but I got a DM as well, so why not? Now, the family meeting had something to do with the wife treating the husband's children or child, because in one instance it was one child, in another one it was two. Treating the child different than they treat the children that they had together. So it brought up a couple things. One, we talked about favoritism in your 10th grade year. Yeah, we talked about not favoring one of the children more than the other. So that was very important. So that came up in this scenario. Because of the wife treating the son, we're going to base it on just the one, because the one with the son is a little plot twist. Yeah. So let's see. She said her reasons for treating the child the way she treats the child is because of the child's behavior. She says she treats the child accordingly. And the child is mistaking that or taking that as if they're being mistreated. But in all actuality, she's treating the child according to how that child behaves. Okay? The child admits to their behavior, but they say they behave the way they behave because they sense that she treats them different than the other children. Now, it's not to say that either one of them is lying, and neither one of them is telling the truth, or feel the way that they feel. They're expressing how they feel, right? And the reasons why they're doing what they're doing. So, the plot twist to this one is this child is a product of an affair. So, you know, I don't talk about relationships on here because I don't do that. I don't do the relationship thing. I ain't even got a man. So who am I to tell you, right? I can possibly give you some advice, but for the most part, that ain't what I do on here. On here, we talk about family. So if it's anything, good morning, Hargrove. How you doing, hon? You did? Let me see. What you going to talk about, Hargrove? Diamond. Today, we're talking about children that are conceived outside of the marriage due to an affair, and how that child is treated once they've been introduced to the family and introduced to the wife. Okay, Hargrove, we'll talk about that off the camera, or I'll bring you on when I finish, okay? If you're still there. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, my bad. What up, Lena? How you doing, baby? Yeah, so therefore, by this child being conceived outside the marriage and in the way that they were conceived, it's a good chance that the child, the wife has not accepted this child. And as a result of, she treats this child a certain way because the child is a resemblance of the affair and what happened, the infidelity. I know. Things happen though, that's real life. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know, I deal with so many different families, so many dynamics, that this is not nothing uncommon. I know I don't talk about it every day because that's not something that I want to promote. Who wants to promote somebody cheating outside the marriage and having a child? But in all actuality, it happens all the time, right? There's children out here now that don't know the other side of the family because they can't. Because this parent can't introduce, this parent can't tell the wife or that this child is, they can't. So, for whatever reason, for whatever reason. So it's different dynamics, different scenarios. So we're not here to judge. That's not what this platform is for. We just want to make sure everybody is taken care of and treated fairly, right? So with that being said, nope, I'm fine, baby, thanks. So the message, I guess, is if you choose to stay in that marriage or in that relationship, and there's a child that is conceived as a result of the affair, if you have forgiven your mate, the dad, the male, your husband, if you have forgiven him, then you have to accept that child. I know. I mean, it's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Yep. If you can't get past it, it bothers you, then divorce. Leave the man. And I'm not going to never tell nobody to leave their family or nothing like that. But if you can't accept that, because see, that child didn't ask to come here. So that child is not treating that child unfairly, being mean, pinching that baby every chance you get because of, yep, no, that's not what we're going to do here. Yep, if you can't find it in your heart to accept that child, if you decide to forgive your husband or your boyfriend, yeah, I wouldn't advise you to stay in that relationship. Yeah, I wouldn't advise you to stay in that relationship because that baby didn't ask for none of that, right? So yeah, if you're going to be with them, you have to accept that child as if it is your own. And I've seen it happen. I've worked with families that have done this, you know. So yes, it's hard. It's hard. But I mean, if you choose to forgive, you got to take into account all of that comes with that. And accepting that child is part of it, right? So let's see. Yeah, you can't play favoritism with the children, your own kids. Yeah, you have to find something unique in every child. All children have different talents, different skills. They all have something unique about them. And your job is to pull it out. Your job is to see it. Your job is to pull it out. After you identify it, nurture it, whatever it is, help that child to see what the skill or talent is, and if they take a passion in it, then you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, it should be something about each child. And happy Valentine's Day, y'all. I'm getting to me, and people wishing me happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, all the couples, all the lovers in the world. Yep, do something nice for your girl. Let me see. Yeah, so you find something good about, so all my children, I made sure I complimented everything about them all the time, equally, in front of each other. And you got to do all that simultaneously. And this tends to cut out a lot of jealousy and envy within the children, little rivalries. Like, they're going to have little healthy competitions and things of that nature, but for the most part, you don't want your children envious of each other and jealous of each other, or feeling as if one of them is being favored and treated better than the other. Now, I'm going to be honest, the baby was favored because she was the baby, and she was favored by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just like the oldest was well respected. Why? Because they were the oldest, and they took on responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, yeah, you know, I've raised my children to not only not be jealous and envious of each other, but to also take care of one another. Be there for each other when one is, you know, weak or need to lean and whatnot. That's why it was very important for us to support. When the girls, they went to DSLA, they had their ELA presentations at the end of the year. Do you know we all took off work to make sure we were present for the girls' presentations? And that presentation wasn't even about 85 minutes. Wasted a whole day of PTO time for 5 minutes, and we can't even go in there, and we can, but we got to be off to the side while they do it or whatever, because it's been a couple times they had us in the hallway, like we can't even be there. But just to be there with her going in, her and my other daughter going in, and them coming out, and just being able to support them, and that we did that, because that's all we had was each other. I learned early on the lack of support and so I tried to use everything, do everything that I wanted to do, that I wanted to be, that I wanted to see happen, whatever change I wanted to see. I tried to use my children in that way. And I know y'all always talk about using kids, using these manipulation tips. I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking using your kids in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Have them being influential, having them be that image, that